everybody. Bobbo's World predicts, previews, and reviews. This is my Wrestlemania review. I have my laptop here so I remember what happened and everything. So let's start it out with the Hall of Fame. It was cool seeing AJ Styles go in. He didn't really get to thank anybody. He thanked everybody as a whole. He didn't name anybody or anything. I think because the Hall of Fame went long, the Stephanie McMahon Hall of Fame thing induction took forever. Her daughters speaking it was really nice. Got you choked up a little bit. I mean, it was very sweet. Linda McMahon didn't really need to say anything, and she took forever. Steph did good, but she took a long time. It was cool seeing her transition into her actual character and speaking on what she would have said, kind of thing. That was kind of cool. The Demolition going in was nice. They spoke really well and didn't say much, but they did good. Sid Vicious going in, that was horrible because they just showed his family. Nobody spoke, nothing. And I guess the son is kind of pissed off about that, which I don't blame him. What else? Bad News Brown, that was cool. Because Sid Vicious should have gone into actual Hall of Fame, not been Legacy, I think they call it. And Bad News Brown was Legacy. I get him getting the Legacy because not many current fans know who he is. Unless you're a diehard. I know who he was, but I don't think I've seen a match of his or anything. But Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid, I love Psycho Sid. I thought he was awesome. So that was kind of annoying. Did anything else happen in the Hall of Fame? Who am I missing? Oh, Dennis Rodman. He kind of talked, kind of didn't, got emotional. So it was cool seeing him. I mean, he did a lot in the wrestling business, so it makes sense being in the celebrity wing for Dennis Rodman. And then night one started. It started with John Cena just coming out and saying hi and welcome to WrestleMania. And throughout the whole 2 nights, he really didn't do much. He said how many fans were there and crap like that. The opening match was LA Knight and the Usos against IShowSpeed and the Vision. This was stupid. Jey Uso won the World Championship last year at WrestleMania, and now he's in the opening match of night one in basically a celebrity match. It was stupid. IShowSpeed jumping off the top and giving the elbow through the table, that was cool, but I don't know, this is dumb. And LA Knight and the Usos won because of IShowSpeed. Next, it was the tag team match. It was the Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Lash Legend against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, and the Bella Twins, Nikki and Brie. Nikki came out and said she was injured, so the return of Paige, that was awesome. That was a big pop. Her being back is amazing. I hope they show something with her and AJ Lee, because they had their thing. I bet they will, but I hope they do soon. But that was awesome, and it's kind of weird seeing Paige and Brie win the tag titles because they're not. I don't know. I would have rather see AJ Lee and Paige win the tag titles somehow. But yeah, that was cool. I mean, Nikki Bella got involved, hit the crutch, and then Paige with the not the Paige Turner. What does she call it? I forget what it was, but she lifts them up and DDTs them. What was it called? Not the Paige Turner. Rampage. That's what it was called. Rampage, which is a really cool move. So they won the tag titles. It was really cool seeing her. And she came out in the after show and hugged Big E and Corey Graves because they've known each other forever. So that was really cool. Next was AJ Lee defended the Intercontinental title against Becky Lynch. This again was stupid. I love AJ Lee and I really like Becky Lynch too. It was all based around her beef with Jessica Carr, the referee. So is that gonna become a match? I don't know. But Becky won because AJ Lee hit her head on the exposed turnbuckle. It was dumb. I guess she's gone for a little while. Gunther versus Seth Rollins was a really good match. But I didn't really care about it because there was no like real story going into it. Gunther attacked him because of a match a long time ago, and Seth never going after. I don't know. It was dumb, but it was a really good match because both of them are awesome wrestlers. So not a good story, but a really good match. And I wish they didn't do the ending. I wish it was just a straight out match and Gunther beat him. But they did it where Braun Breaker came back and speared Seth Rollins. And then he did a full 75-yard run down the entrance ramp and speared Seth Rollins. So Gunther won. I'm glad Braun Breaker's back, and hopefully that reinvigorates the Vision because the Vision kind of sucks right now. But I don't know. I didn't like it. In the other match, Stephanie Verker versus Liv Morgan. This was really good. Again, I wish there wasn't outside interference with Roxanne Perez and Rodriguez because that made it kind of dumb. But Liv Morgan won. I guess the build was pretty good going up to this, but I don't know. Again, I didn't really care. Yeah, so then John Cena announced the attendance. Man, I can't think right now. Sorry, a lot going on. Just had a job interview, all the stuff going on. But anyways, John Cena announced the attendance. Bianca Belair came out, and we all thought she was getting ready for a match, but she opened up her jacket and showed that she was pregnant, which is awesome. Congrats to her and Montez Ford. I hope their child is very healthy and safe and they have a wonderful life together. You can't say anything bad about that. It was awesome. So they added one to the attendance. That was kind of funny. But it makes a lot of sense because everybody's like, why the hell is she out for a whole year because of a finger injury? But now we know she was pregnant. So congratulations to her and Montez Ford. The main events, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, accompanied by Pat McAfee. This again was dumb. Pat McAfee got involved. Cody Rhodes took him out, and then Jelly Roll appeared and jumped and did an elbow drop through the table for Pat McAfee. And then later on, the ref got hit down, I guess, and Pat McAfee ran down the ramp with a referee shirt and a neck brace and came in and counted, but a normal count. You thought he was gonna fast count, but it was a normal count, and Rhodes kicked out. So Randy RKO'd Pat McAfee, which kind of makes no sense. And then Cody Rhodes hit Crossroads, but Cody Rhodes hit the Crossroads and won the match and kept the title. I was thinking of something else. But afterwards, Randy Orton took the title, cracked him over the head, and then finally did the punt. Everybody's been waiting for a long time for the punt. But the Raw after Mania, I will get to, but it kind of defeated the purpose of the punt. I thought he would be out for a while, but he came in Raw and talked to CM Punk, and maybe they're gonna have a match, but that was kind of defeated the purpose of it. Anyways, so yeah, night one kind of sucked, to be honest with you. I would say like a 2 out of 10. And then night 2 opened with Oba versus. Oh wait, opened with John Cena again. Makes no sense. Night 2 opened with Oba Femi versus Brock. This was a really fun. It wasn't really a match. It was just a big move, big move. Oba got F5'd and got right up and hit him with the fall for grace and won, which I'm very happy about because they should push Oba. So you have another star now. But Brock afterwards took his gloves off, took his boots off, left him in the middle of the ring, and hugged Paul Heyman. So everybody thinks he's retiring. I have a feeling, though, because Gunther won that match and owes Paul Heyman owes him a favor. I think what's going to happen is Gunther is going to ask Paul Heyman for one match against Brock to retire him at SummerSlam in Minneapolis, where Brock is from. So I don't think Brock's really done. Next was probably match of the night, the Penta ladder match. It was freaking awesome. This match was really, really good. Spanish Fly off the ladder, Canadian Destroyer onto a ladder. There was a spot where Ray got lifted up by Penta and did a, what do they call it? West Coast Pop onto Rusev through a ladder. And then finally Penta hit, Javon Evans did a big OG cutter to Rusev off the ladder. It was if you're going to watch one match, go watch this match. It's awesome. It was really, really good. But it ended with Penta hitting a Canadian, or he calls it a Mexican destroyer, to Javon Evans and then going up and winning and retaining the title. So I'm glad with that because I wanted him to retain. And then, we'll get to that. But that match was awesome. Double thumbs up for me for that match. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams with Little Yachty. Stupid. I'm glad Trick won because you want to push your young stars. I hope Sami Zayn gets into the world title picture and actually wins a world title because he deserves it. But I don't think that's going to happen. But anyways, Trick Williams beat him. Kind of dumb. I'm glad Trick won, but the match, whatever. Dom versus the Demon was next in a street fight. Love the Demon. I'm glad it's back. I hope he keeps bringing it back. And Balor won. It wasn't anything special other than bringing back the Demon. Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley, kind of dumb. B-Fab and what's her name? Michin came in and did something, and Io Sky came down to have the save. That's all we got from Io Sky through WrestleMania, which is ridiculous. She should have had a match because she's maybe the best wrestler on that roster, men or women. Io is amazing, so she should have been treated better going on WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley, of course, won and won the title, beat Jade. I don't know. You should have kept Jade and won. Jade should have won, but whatever. After that, John Cena thanked the crowd, did his thing, announced the attendance, and then Miz came out and Danhausen came with some little people. I don't know. It's kind of dumb, but I like Danhausen, but this, I don't know, it's stupid. So having John Cena there was useless, period. There's no point of him being there, really. The main event, it delivered. I will say that. It was awesome. It told the story of Punk being older and kind of whittling down his career. And they put each other through the announce tables. They did each other's finishers. The lasting image was Punk hit a go to sleep. Reigns came off the ropes, landed on Punk to do another go to sleep, and he just collapsed. And the lasting image was him swatting at Reigns and missing, and then Reigns set him up for a spear and won. And Reigns has the title again. I was hoping Punk would win, but other than the Punk not winning, it was a really good match. But overall, night 2 was way better than night 1. I would say 5 out of 10 compared to a 2 out of 10. But overall, WrestleMania wasn't great. I mean, they could have done way better. The Raw after Mania, I mean, Ethan Page coming and being on the main roster is awesome. So Ruka, I love her. She's on the main roster. That's awesome. Joe Henry, I don't know. I know people love him, but I don't know. I don't get him that much. But yeah, so overall, it wasn't that great. I hope SmackDown's good. I'm filming this Wednesday, April 22nd, before SmackDown. They had Paige and Brie in the crowd, which is stupid for Raw. They had Trick in the crowd for Raw, I think, which is stupid. Yeah. So we'll see what happens with SmackDown. But I love Ethan Page from AEW and all that, so I'm glad he's got called up. I hope they do a lot with him. I kind of have a feeling they're not going to, but I hope they do. Yeah, so good for him. He beat Javon Evans. Sol Ruka lost to Liv Morgan, but it was a good match. She did an awesome... Liv went to do the Oblivion, and somehow Sol did a flip out of it. She's incredible. So hopefully they do a lot with her. Do a lot with Ethan Page. We'll see. But overall, the weekend, not great. I would say, encompassing everything, I would say a even 5 out of 10. I wouldn't give it that great of a... Yeah, I don't think it's that great. But that's my review of WrestleMania 42. What did you guys think? Leave a comment below. 5 out of 10, I guess. Night 1 was not good. Night 2 was much better. If you're going to watch any match whatsoever, one match, go watch that ladder match. That was awesome. Excuse me. That match was great. And Reigns versus Punk was great too, but... Yeah, so go subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell icon so you know when this comes out, when these videos come out. Go to sweetsada.org to donate to our nonprofit, and we'll catch you all next time. Peace.